With our next big adventure rapidly approaching, myself and Liga jumped into the adventure bus and we headed off up to the North Cliffs of Cornwall for a very much needed training run. We laced up our trail shoes and got all the necessary kit together, so our hydration vests and our Harrier running poles, and we headed out on a nice steady warm-up along a flat 2-mile section of coast path. We always love running up on the North Cliffs. It's such an incredible, inspiring place to train with all the epic views giving you lots and lots of energy. But that 2-mile warm-up section went past pretty quickly, and it wasn't long before we reached our training spot for the run. And the next section of coast path was definitely not going to be as flat as the first section of today's run. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for joining us for another video. So you join myself and Liga. We've come up onto the North Cliffs of Cornwall. A stunning place to run. We love coming out here. The sun's not shining today, it's a bit overcast, a bit muggy, but you can see that we have our running poles with us. So we're about to head out to the big mountains of Chamonix in just over a week. Can you believe that? Yeah, face of terror. Just over a week. So we thought we'd come out and try and get some sort of pre-training in to prepare us for those big mountains. So we're just about to head into the dip. So the first dip is just the other side of the camera, a place we come and train a lot to get some elevation in. And what we're going to be doing today is a session called the double dip. So this is a surprise to Liga, I haven't told her yet. So basically we're going to work our way along these 3 dips. Every time we do a dip, we're going to rep it a couple of times to get some good elevation. We're going to try and hit about 13, 14 miles today, and that should give us around about 1,000 meters of climb, I think, which will be good preparation for those big mountains, eh?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I kept that a little bit as a secret. Yeah, 1,000 meters of climb hopefully today. Liga's going to be heading over to Chamonix with us to get ready for the CCC at UTMB. So along the run, we're going to fill you in what's coming up on the channel, the exciting plans for the content we've got out in the mountains. But let's get the pole set up. Let's get this first dip done. That wasn't too bad, was it? Touch the post. Let's go again. After you, ladies first. You and me will be alright. Okay, that is 4 reps done already. 3.5 miles into it. You're moving well.
I feel alright.
Strong. Running sections of the hill as well as hiking, which is always good to see. So we got the poles with us because we've just been chatting. It's been about a year since Liga used her poles. The last time was actually out in Chamonix. So I think it's always good to get them in your hands before you get out into the big mountains and get some practice, get used to having them again and getting that technique right. So that's the plan for today. Also, I'm going to mention it, every time I do a film out here with poles, I get a lot of viewers saying, you're not strapping in right. And what you got to realise is this isn't an alpine climb. We're literally going up for, I don't know, a couple of minutes and then we're going down a steep descent. So, plus I'm filming. So if I was going to loop my hands in every time, I'd be there forever. So I tend to just grip the handles and I don't use the straps. Obviously, if I'm in a big mountain race, then I'll always use those loops because they definitely make a big difference. But also, just a word of warning, I would always unloop when you're going down the hills, down the descents, because if you're looped into those straps and you fall, you can't get rid of the poles. So top tip, when you are using poles in the mountains, make sure you unloop when you're going downhill. But yeah, that's 4 done. Should we get out on the next hill?
Yeah, let's go.
Dropping down into Portree. Let's go. It's going well so far though.
In the end, we'll win in every
who we've discovered. Hello, mate. How are you? Oh, you are so lovely. We'll have to bring them some carrots next time. We'll bring you some carrots. Yeah, bring you some carrots. You are so lovely. How can you see with that long mane? We've got 2 others over there as well looking at us. Look at the one with the little short legs. Gorgeous. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. Anyway, let's get back to the hill rep, shall we?
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Horse. All right, we better go. Carrots next time, mate. Carrots next time. We're getting there. Back down we go.
In this dynamite castle, you and me will be alright.
Okay, so we are successfully back to where we started. High five that. Awesome running. Feeling strong?
Yeah, I feel good.
So we have done just under 8 miles. We're just about to tick over to 1900 feet of elevation. So we're going to be going back into the dips and doing another run in a second. But I just thought, if you're new to the channel and you've just sprung upon this video, then the reason we are out here today is to prepare the legs. Like I said, we're going back out to Chamonix for the whole month of August because Liga is going to be taking on her biggest challenge to date, the CCC. So if you don't know, it's 100 kilometers in the mountains, starting in Cornish, Italy, and then you work your way all the way back to that iconic finish in Chamonix. You have the mere height elevation of 6,100 meters along the way, and it's basically the sort of last 100 kilometers of the UTMB route. So, in a nutshell, Liga, how are you feeling about it?
I feel a bit nervous, but I'm mostly excited. Can't wait to get back in mountains.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taken me 6 years to get in one of the UTMB races, so I'm really excited about it.
6 years, 6 years. This is how tough it is to get into those UTMB races. It can take years and years of training, gathering stones and index and all kinds of stuff, but it was so good when we checked that email and Liga's name came out and it said, "You are in." Finally. And she only had 1 stone, believe it or not, but that's, you know, the way it goes in a ballot. So yeah, feeling a bit apprehensive, but you know, we've got a good training block in the mountains on the route. So
yeah, I wish my training had gone better and, you know, niggle free, but I actually feel all right today, so that's quite positive,
You're
isn't it?
moving well. Yeah, unfortunately, the plan was we did Scotland, Ultra X 110 Scotland. Liga ran super strong. We had some big climbs, some long days. She finished strong every day. Unfortunately, picked up a bit of a little hip niggle after that. And, you know, we were going to build from that, weren't we? And sort of carry on the long runs. It didn't go to plan, and that's running. You know, these things happen, and you have to, you have to come up with a plan B and crack on and get on with it. And you know, you've been doing a bit of running lately and getting back into it.
Yeah, and I've done more body maintenance than I've ever done before, and more exercises, again, more than I've ever done before. So
it's funny how injuries make you do that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, because I really want to do CCC, so I'm trying to do everything I can. So, but I'm feeling good. So
yeah, this is great. This is, you know, you've had a couple of good runs lately. We went out to the Lake Districts. We got some good climbs in.
Yeah, that
was good. And now you're moving strong out here, so that should give you a load of confidence.
Yeah.
And then we got 3 weeks of training on the proper stuff, in the big mountains, on the route. So, you know, nothing to worry about. Anyway,
I'm excited.
Shall we get out there and get these reps done? Get back to the adventure bus.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Indian summer, we're winning every war. It's a fragrant fire, falling in love, and the wolves stop howling and have come back into its hole. I don't mind a reasonable amount of trouble, and we're so
8.5 miles done, or just over 2,500 feet of elevation. Liga is just taking in a precision fuel and hydration chew. Nice. What flavour have we got?
Mint and lemon.
Mint and lemon, beautiful. We're heading back to the adventure bus. The last few reps on the dips to go, and then we've cracked it.
The way I feel tonight will soon be true. But in every little cell, the conclusion is I love you.
That is the last rep done. Right, 2.5 flat miles to go, and we're finished. Awesome. Okay, we are almost cracked it. Liga's got a big smile on her face. We're going to be just shy of 13 miles, but we've got in over 1,000 meters of elevation, so got to be happy with that. The weather has taken a turn for the worse though, so we're going to do some stretching, get some dry clothes on, and we'll see you in the adventure bus. Right, we have made it into the adventure bus. We've got some nice warm clothes on, always a good feeling.
Yeah.
It was pretty muggy out there today. It changed towards the end, and it's pretty miserable and drizzly out there now, but it was muggy and I was sweating so much. So like I said, you know, just under 13 miles with over 1,000 meters of elevation. You have got to be super happy with that.
Yeah, nice
you were
little
strong.
confidence boost, definitely.
Yeah, you were moving really well, running as much of the hills as you could, marching with intent, all the good stuff.
That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah. So definitely a good pre-training run for Chamonix. But what are we going to be up to in Chamonix? So the plan is when we get out there, we're going to start Operation CCC. So we're going to sort of be bringing you guys along on Liga's adventure. We got lots of training runs planned. We got some nighttime mountain training running planned, which should be pretty exciting.
I'm excited about that.
So Liga hasn't done a lot of running through the night, especially not in the mountains, so we're going to try and get her familiar with that, get her well practiced, so in the race it comes a lot more naturally and you're ready for it. What else have we got on? We've got another shakeout run on the Wednesday of UTMB week. So had an amazing shakeout run last year. I think we had about 80 runners turn up from all over the world. It kind of blew my mind. Great to meet them all, chat with them all, have a coffee afterwards. It was an amazing experience.
Fantastic.
So we're going to try and replicate that this year. So we want as many of you to turn up, come along, have a run with us, nice and flat down by the river, have a chat, take pictures, and then we're going to go for coffee afterwards. But we've actually hooked up with a big trail running brand this year. Really excited about it. We're going to announce it soon. So we've got lots of other things going on the shakeout run. So hopefully a demo pool of new shoes that are releasing at UTMB. We're going to have some giveaways as well. And you never know, there could be a free Moody's coffee afterwards with a bit of luck. So yeah, Wednesday of the week of UTMB, another Run4Adventure shakeout run. We'll obviously let you know all the details nearer to the date, but very successful run today, Liga. You should be super happy with that.
I am. Thanks for running with me.
Oh, I loved it. I always love running with you, so it's all good. It was really good to get back out in the dips there and put some effort in, and I think it's made us even more excited about Chamonix. But really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It really is a big help to the channel. We'll be back on the channel very soon, and there's going to be some exciting mountain content on the channel soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And as always, stay safe and keep on running. Why does he do that, GoPro? Why when I press the button sometimes to record, does it do that silly beeping and not record, and it... Right. Oh, that's a bit better. Nice dry clothes on. Always feels good when you got nice dry clothes.
Maybe don't put it there.
Oops. Yeah, so like I was saying, nice dry clothes on. Maybe not the best place to put the GoPro.